What's up, Spine Ticks? SithLordly here, back with another hockey cards video. Very excited to be talking about one of my all-time favorite players, Sergei Fedorov, famous of the Detroit Red Wings and other teams, including the Anaheim Ducks. People forget about that. But specifically, we're looking at this stack of cards right here, or slab, should I say, because this is what it takes to rank #1 in the PSA Set Registry for his rookie cards. So let's kick things off with the 1990 O-Pee-Chee Premier card number 30, and it's a PSA 10. As you can see, it was during the junk wax era, so it's a population 1328, pretty high. And think about all the raw cards out there that people could, send in. I'm sure a fair amount of those would get a 10. I purchased these, all of these cards before the Great Sports Cards pump, so I got this at the low price of $33 shipped already in a PSA 10 off eBay. My philosophy is, if I really want something and it's out there for cheap, let someone else do the work. Let someone else get the PSA 10 that I wanted. So very happy to have this first card. Let's take a look at the next one, which is a low population card in comparison. We're looking at the 1990 Pro Set card number 604 in a PSA 10. Check out the low population of only 43. I paid only $31 for this. I'm sure there's plenty of raw cards, but it seems like people haven't sent in as many of these to get graded. Now, something to think about, for me as a collector, I just want to have these, but some people like to sell these cards, get them graded and sell. So if there's only 43 of these and other people like myself are trying to, rank up for the Sergei Fedorov set, you could send in your Pro Set raw cards, try and get a 10, and, maybe you'll get some cash for it. But again, yeah, only paid $31 for this. And I've got all of the cards. That's what we're looking at. I've got all of the rookie cards for PSA. Next up, we got the 1990 Score Rookie and Traded card number 20T in a PSA 10. All of these are PSA 10. This is a higher population, not as high as the O-Pee-Chee Premier, but it is a pop 302. But the very low price of only $18 shipped when I purchased it some years back. Love this set. I've got all of these cards raw, by the way, because I have all of the sets. I love just flipping through the sets and looking at the raw cards. But as you've heard me say on just about every video, I love the PSA registry because it gives me something fun to do to compete and rank up. Now, you might be asking, I'm from SoCal, so you're like, Sergei Fedorov, Red Wings, what's up with that? Well, you remember that during the 90s, they just had such that dynasty, and PlayStation came out, and the NHL series came out. So I think it was NHL 97. I got into it, and I was like, well, let me pick another team. Of course I could have picked the Kings or the Ducks, but for some reason I picked the Red Wings and just had so much fun playing them that I got used to knowing all the players. So of course Fedorov became one of my favorites. Also, fun fact about me, I'm a quarter Russian, believe it or not. My paternal line through my dad's, his father, they are Russian from Kiev at the time. Now, of course, Kiev is, Ukraine, separate country. But, back then when my bloodline ran through there, it was Russia. And my father's father and that family emigrated from Russia to the United States. So, it's always cool. I take an interest in these Russian hockey players. All right, history lesson aside, we got the Upper Deck 1990 card number 525 in a PSA 10. High population, 840, only paid $28 shipped for this. And I think, with prices settling down, you're not going to get these for the prices I paid, but you're also not going to get gouged too bad. So this is, a better time to buy than we had been seeing. Now, much like the Yager video I dropped where there was the Upper Deck, there's also the Upper Deck French. So let's take a look at that here. Here's the Upper Deck French. You can see that the label reflects that. Also card number 525, population 146 in the Upper Deck French compared to the Upper Deck, American, which was population 840. So much lower in the French. Paid a little bit more, $43 shipped compared to $28 shipped, but still super cheap for us card bros. So there is the Sergei Fedorov French. And that's what you need to get, you need those 5 cards to rank up to #1 in the PSA Set Registry if you want to get that rank for Sergei Fedorov. I'm just going to throw one more card at you because although this is not part of the set registry or registry set. I just love this card. It's the 1990 O-Pee-Chee Red Army, card number 19R, when Sergei Fedorov was playing for the Russian team. This is population 204, paid $40 ship for it, and it's just a really cool card. It's also a piece of history for those of us who were alive back then, the Reagan Gorbachev years, just the Red Army and all of that stuff. I was born in the 70s. I was a kid of the 80s, and grew up with all this stuff, so it's fun to look back and see all that. So I appreciate you guys watching as I make a lot of noise getting all of these slabs together, but here they are again. My Sergei Fedorov PSA Graded collection. I'll probably branch out and get more of his later years. I need to get a duck slab for sure. And drop a comment, so I know that you watch this, so I can prioritize watching you back. It's kind of one of the first things I do in the morning is look at the comments and then get all the videos ready that I need to watch back. And of course, it's not a chore because I love what you guys are doing, but we're all busy. So drop the comments so I know to prioritize you back. And until the next video, SithLordly out.
Face off.